people. Can y'all hear me? Is my volume up? Okay, okay, all right, okay. How y'all doing today? It is a beautiful Sunday, the 28th of December. So we got what 3 more days till we into the new year. So I am so ready for it to be a new year. I didn't really do too much in the last year anyway. I mean, I did, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like every day should be, you should be striving to do something. So, it is what it is. I got a couple things that I wanted to come in and talk about because I'm feeling good. I've been up since like 5 this morning. I think I'm on my, I don't know, this might be my third mimosa. I don't know. I ain't even really keeping track. I ain't got nothing to do today. So I seen some stuff that I thought was quite interesting. So I said, you know what? Let me get on here and talk because the last week has been, quite busy. I'm not sure if I said it or not, but I found the lawyer here locally that I'm gonna settle with. And so not settle with like he's not good or whatever, but after all my checks and all this stuff, I finally found a lawyer that I feel comfortable with. So I've signed the paperwork with him. So I'm gonna be sharing my idea with him. Y'all know I'm scared to share my idea because oh my God. So I'm gonna share my idea with him and then, he's gonna do his due diligence and let me know if it's something that I should pursue or not. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on and pay him this money so that he can, do all his checks and balances and stuff to, let me know if I got something that's worth, really, really pushing or because I'm still going to go to a manufacturer to get it done because I want one for myself. But I want to make sure that if I go to a manufacturer that they can't, make money off of it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to cover my butt. That's all. Just CYA. Is that what they say? CYA, cover your butt. So I saw a couple things that I wanted to talk about. Like I saw Nicki Minaj. They, of course they were still gonna be going on and on about Nicki Minaj and that whole MAGA thing, right? Then Tyler Perry got a whole new lawsuit going on, child. And Mendeecees over in Love. I started watching Love and Hip Hop a long time ago because it just seems so exhausting. And you really start looking at yourself like, am I out have I outgrown this show? And it's bad when you really start looking at yourself like, why am I watching this? You get what I'm saying? Well, you really start feeling bad, like, dang, was I really into this? But in the beginning, it was worth watching. You had Stevie and Jocelyn um and what's the girl who was swinging from the poles? The cop show? Mimi. Mimi. So I'm just saying, like it had real good storylines because that was, it was interesting. Now, I mean, later on we found out that Mimi and Jocelyn had a threesome with Stevie. Like if we would have knew that from the beginning, then I think that we would have been so, just so fixated on them. But it is what it is. But we had good times. It was good times had. That's all that matters. And then Stefon Diggs. So I'm not surprised that I mean, I like the fact I don't know. I actually it's a thin line between love and hate, you know what I mean? I don't know this man personally, but him choosing to spend Christmas with all his kids versus his one child with Cardi B and then her three other kids with another man, I'm not knocking it. You get what I'm saying? It's a tough pickle. He has kids, she has kids. It's a tough pickle. Now I could see him saying, "Hey, I'm gonna have all my baby mamas over. You're one of them. Come join the bunch." And her feeling like, "I'm Cardi B. How dare I be on that level with them hoes?" But I think that he's gonna make sure that he treats them all equally in the same sense. But your girl Tasha K said that he got one that he really, really isn't that a cute? That is the most adorable little baby. I'm talking about that boy makes some beautiful kids. That boy makes some beautiful kids. Diggs makes some beautiful kids. Okay, okay, moving on. Then we're gonna talk about Kim Kardashian, Lizzo. Lizzo had her comments about Nicki Minaj. Tyrese he finally settled his divorce. Blac Chyna, Masika. Y'all remember I was telling y'all about Masika and she was dating a little young boy from Houston, and like she was over there crying at the funeral on Monday. It was in the arms of her lover Tuesday evening. Okay, he has some things to talk about, and then Erykah Badu and Amanda Seals. I don't don't know why people don't care for Amanda Seales. I like Amanda Seales. I don't know. You know, she has a distinctive type of she's a she is who she is, but I don't really get all the backlash about her. Like people make it seem like she's the worst person, and I mean I don't necessarily follow her on Instagram. Well, I don't really be on Instagram like that, but I just don't get what why people have so much hate in their heart for that lady. You get what I'm saying? Y'all see Cardi B said that this why she always be in ghetto stuff or seems like the ghetto always finds me. No, seems like you go looking for the ghetto because if you know that you leaving a relationship with a man because he cheated and all this other stuff and he had all these baby mamas, wouldn't that be kind of a prerequisite? Like, okay, the next guy that I'm with, he can't have this type of reputation or whatever. Because remember when they had that video floating around in the locker and they were asking like which teammate would you not want your sister to date? And like damn near all of I think all of them said Stefon Diggs. Like they all were like anybody but Diggs. Anybody. So I don't, I think sometimes when you go looking for fool's gold, you find fool's gold. But if you're looking for real gold, you won't buy fool's gold because you know what you're looking for. I mean, I think. I don't know. But yeah, but I mean, let's start off with Nicki because I want to play the video with Kai. Y'all know I got the audio for y'all. Okay. Now, y'all know Nicki has gone completely silent after Kai's brutal attack on social media. And that silence is very loud. Adding that Nicki's MAGA controversy, it exploded online and, fans are still split. I don't understand, but people are. Now, Lizzo stepped in and warned fans about the energy surrounding like the whole situation, right? So, because it's turning into more than a rap beef, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. So let me go ahead on do let me go ahead on and do Nicki. Okay, so let's go ahead on and start with Nicki, child. Now, Khia is speaking very blunt because y'all know that's how Miss Thug. Y'all know that's how Miss Thug, Miss Thug. What is it? Miss Thugalicious, Miss Thuggish, whatever. Anyway, so y'all know she's very blunt with her words. I love Khia, right? Now she delivered a plethora of colorful rants that she normally do on her social media. So I'm gonna play the video, but in the video, Khia is basically questioning Nicki's recent public behavior and her repeated targeting towards marriage. Her repeated targets toward gay marriage when in the conversation that she was having. Khia also brought up the fact that Nicki is married to Kenny Petty, who accused him of some things. And so let me get to this video real quick. Okay. Calm down, child. Hold on. I'm about to play it for y'all. You ready? Okay.
Now you act like you supporting MAGA and the white folks and Charlie Kirk wife and all this kind of girl. What the fuck you got going on, Nicki? If you don't get your ass back to Trinidad, you better. I guess you had to pretend to be Donald Dump's friend so he wouldn't send your immigrant ass back over there to Trinidad because you know you ain't no U.S. citizen. Anyway, we the people on Kenny's petty pussy snatching ass on the docket. Meow! I said not meow. Meow. You know what gas station for telling? For not telling, yeah, when people want your husband on the docket, Nick Van Dyke, for not telling you to sit the fuck down, gag order, and for failing as a man and as a husband. I'm gonna root for the people on that, because you was out of order. This is the case of you don't get your crazy deranged ass wife, Kenneth Petty, Kenneth snatch bitches by the pussy Petty.
I don't know why the music is in the background, but I know I gotta pause it because I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it play through because the music been playing, and I'm not monetized, so it's fine.
You better. Let's talk about it. We the people versus Kenneth Petty. Kenneth broke a hoe, use a hoe, cause you ain't got shit but convictions. Petty. No broke pussy grabbing, no money having ass is being charged with habitual drugging of a delusional fat non-rapping ass kid who hates herself and all the choices she's made in her fucking life. Leaving an endangered toddler at home with a drugged up hungover non-rapping ass mega slut, aka your wife who stays on the couch yelling at herself and at her phone all day and all night on Twitter while maxing out her Amex card in Queens with Bachi, her friends, the niggas on the block. Buying them chains and things, okay, and not telling your wife to go sit the fuck down and shake the fuck up. Moving into a bitch house, increasing her dependency on you through drug use, while causing her to lose her house over judgment. You call for punching a saltine cracker overseas. You ain't learned to stay your ass over there from over there too. I pretended to be her fucking security because you don't have a real fucking job. While she's busy being a keyboard Karen with mental health issues and a fucking drug addict that needs to put the Coquiana down. I gag order that stays running out of her nose. Not taking the phone out of her oh never, oh nigga, oh hell no's hand. And disabling all her social media accounts until she gets the help that she needs. And having an old immigrant whore claim she is now MAGA just to get your predatory ass a pardon off the sex offender list. And we the people say a real nigga ain't gonna have you going out this bad and so sad. Like this everything about it. It's a bitch that man don't love. He don't give a fuck about you. He hope that you die so he can take all of your money that you got there. Evidently it's not a lot because you can't just stay at your house. Always tweeting for 40 days and 40 nights. You know what? Don't you take guys around about you, about you. She was like, man, call this in the video and she had all kind of eyes. She was just being herself, gagging you. But it looked like she was gagging you, Johnson, Baby Pie Baby. Bitch. Your husband ain't shit because he need to get some control of you. Okay? But he better be caught out here so he can take the husband and the one you got that I guess. You know what, girl? The little bit of fans that you had, they're gone. Okay? So you want to act like you mad. Okay?
I hate when people be putting all that loud noise in the background. Like they ready for you to jump on the beat or something. But anyway, y'all heard her through the rant. Khia just went on, just throwing stuff at her. Just. I love when she made the comment about her tweeting 40 days and 40 nights. Cause y'all remember when she went on there and ran about Meg? Yeah, and somebody do need to take that lady phone. Now, Nicki has not publicly responded. I ain't seen nothing. And several other celebrities have spoken out against, Nicki's Turning Point USA appearance, including Uncle Luke. I think I saw Joe Budden had said something during the interview. She praised Trump, and so I'm not about to, go back to what she said because y'all seen it. But I mean, damn, you know what? This is the time when the devil come to collect. You get what I'm saying? Like you've been working with the devil. But now it's time to collect because he's losing favor in a sense. And I'm not trying to get religious or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, don't it just seem like when all the chips are down, somebody start calling in their favors, like, hey, I need you to come on out. Like for Nikki to be y'all seen how she damn near broke down when she was like, oh, the assassin, and she couldn't even talk anymore. Cause it's all a game. You get what I mean? Like she know what it is, but it just seems as though they are just giving in because it's like, well, we know the world is over, so we got to go ahead on and give in, and it's just so sad. But then, what did we really expect from these people? We don't know these people. You know, it could just be some average Joe off the corner that could sing real good, but look at DMX, Hyde and Cooter Brown, Jaheim. Found him in a drug house. So they used to have to go chase him to get him out the drug house. You get what I'm saying? And you put these people, you dress them up, clean them up, put them out there, puppets. And then when they get home, you just keep them in a room locked up. You know who changed my mind about drugs? And I don't mean like change my mind like, oh, I want to go grab some drugs and get on them. But when I said, oh, when Denzel Washington, oh, how you say his name is Danzer, whatever. But when Denzel Washington had did an interview and he said that he was addicted to heroin for like what 30 years or something like that, like he just kicked the habit or something or whatever, and how he would go on like these binges. I can't recall if he said a month or 3 months he'll just be gone, just doing heroin. Now come on now. You know what was going down during that time. You get what I'm saying? Come on. And so it's like, ugh, like this man had just, what I'm saying? This man was like a junkie damn near the whole time I watched him growing up. I'm only 42. This man been a junkie for like over 30 years. Ever since I've been ever since I've been watching this man on TV, he been strung out. You get what I'm saying? And it's somebody that they pushing out there to be a puppet. And maybe he's just in a stage now where he really just don't care. So he's like, let me put out all my business so that you guys can't use it against me. You know what I mean? Because that seemed like that's what some celebrities are doing. It's like they are, they cleansing themselves. And so I can respect that. Like I'd rather Denzel tell me that he was a junkie than somebody else putting it out there with some pictures of him slump over somewhere in some house or something like that. Cause it's Denzel. Who want to see Denzel looking like that? But I guess, whatever. So yeah. Now let's see. Who else I want to talk about? All right. So we could get to, let's see. Tyler Perry. Okay, now listen. Now y'all remember I was telling you about the man, right? The dude that was suing or whatever, and y'all know that case got dropped or whatever. All right. Now Tyler Perry is facing a new lawsuit that alleges sexual assault and sexual battery by an actor who appeared in Boo. The Medea Halloween. Okay. Now I remember seeing this dude. That's him that just came across the screen. He gonna come back, yeah. He gonna come back. Anyway, now, the lawsuit was filed Thursday in California's state court by actor, his name is Mario Rodriguez, who claims Tyler Perry subjected him to repeated unwanted sexual advances over several years, primarily at his LA home. Now, I don't know if they saying where there's smoke, there's fire, but god damn, okay? Now, Perry has strongly denied the allegations per usual, as always, right? But according to the complaint, child, listen. Now, according to the complaint, Rodriguez says that alleged misconduct began after a gym trainer at, in a location, the Equinox location in LA. I heard Equinox is like the bomb diggity of like if you want to meet a celebrity. It's high, it's pricey, but like that's where the celebrities go. And then the non-celebrities who want to, you know what I mean? Right. Okay. You get it, girl. Anyway, but I heard it's the bomb. Wait and listen all. So yeah. So at the Equinox, right? This was back in 2014, and Tyler wanted his phone number to discuss like acting opportunities. Now, isn't that a coincidence? Like, why is he always coming at these boys with these quote unquote acting opportunities? But anyway, now Rodriguez, I'm gonna call him Mario, right? So Mario said that Tyler later called him and encouraged him to audition for Boo, the Medea Halloween movie, right? And alleged that he was someone worth having, in his corner. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, Tyler Perry is someone that you would want to have in your corner. He got influence. We can't take that away from him. You get what I mean? He doing his thing. But child. Anyway, so after Mario accepted the role, the lawsuit claims he was invited to Tyler's home where the filmmaker allegedly touched his inner thigh near his genitals while the two were watching a movie. And then Mario says he attempted to remove his hand from the situation, but Perry proceeded with a suggestive comment, and was, promising him like a career and some career support and XYZ or whatever. Now, the lawsuit alleges that it also happened again in 2016, 2018, and 2019. I wonder what happened in 2017. Hmm. Anyway, Mario claims that after filming Rap, Perry continued to suggest future roles and scripts, but meetings at Perry's home allegedly, um, came with unwanted physical contact, right? Now, one of the most serious allegations involves a meeting that they had in 2018. It was after dinner at they had Maestro's in Hollywood, and they went back to Terry's home Tyler's home, and Rodriguez claimed that he had tightly hugged him and attempted to unbuckle his pants and was grabbing at his genitals and stuff. Now the complaint also alleges that Perry later gave Rodriguez $5,000 after the incident, which the actor described as like a hush money. Now, did he spend it? Now, Mario claims similar, conduct occurred again in 2019, followed by another $5,000. After he rejected, you know, Tyler's advances. So let's see. Okay, now I got a video for Mario. Y'all know I haven't heard this yet, so let's listen.
All right, so it's Power 98.3, man. Tino Cochino Radio, you know what I'm saying? Power TV. And this dude right here is like every ladies, you know what I'm saying? Man Crush Monday.
I ain't even gonna lie. He's hot. He's hot.
To get the whole behind the scenes, man, because this dude's always on my timeline and girls going crazy, and he's been in town a few times recently, and so I just wanted to chop it up, ladies and gentlemen, show that love, man. Mario Rodriguez.
Thank you. I appreciate all the love, man. Blessed, man. Very blessed.
Bro, how's life in general right now, man? I mean, you're obviously everywhere on social media. You're in all these different cities doing clubs, man. Are you good right now?
Man, all I can say is it feels blessed, man. I feel real blessed. I appreciate all the love. You know, it's great, man. Life is good.
I really want to just kind of touch on how everything came about, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get so big on social media, and at the same time, a lot of people don't really understand the story, the backstory, or how you kind of are where you are now. So let's start from the jump. You were doing promoting and hosting in Orange County?
Yes, sir. I was a local promoter in Orange County. You know, just pretty much trying to figure out my way out. You know, figure out life, I guess, and kind of floated into a lot of other things. You know, obviously I had other jobs too on the side, like, you know, promoting was just one thing I did, but I used to be a security guard, graveyard.
Oh, damn, okay. So you're getting that in. And how does the whole social media thing start? Did someone find you first? Did you just start just a normal account and just you're posting random things, or what was it?
Yeah, started from the bottom, man. I just, you know, I started my account. I was already getting into modeling here and there, and you know, I just started taking selfies, and people started noticing me from other photo shoots that I did before, and put a link.
Yeah, I don't think he's talking about this lawsuit, and I don't really care about it. Listen, anyway. So Rodriguez, like I said, is suing Tyler for sexual assault, sexual battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Now he is also suing Lionsgate, which distributed Boo, a Hollywood, you know, the Madea Halloween movie. Now alleging the company turned a blind eye to Perry's alleged misconduct. Now he's suing for $77 million, y'all. 77 million American dollars. Y'all think he gonna get it? Okay. Now, Perry's attorney, Alex Shapiro. Now, wait a minute. Where did I hear that name from? Did he represent Jay Z? Is this Jay Z lawyer? Mm. Issued a firm denial in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter. He said, in quote, having recently failed in another matter against Tyler, you know, Mr. Perry, the very same lawyer has now made yet another demand from more than a decade ago, which will also be a failed money grab. Perry has, you know, he hasn't commented publicly about this. So, you know, he's letting his legal team, you know, address the matter, which he should. Now, this is the second lawsuit accusing Perry of abusing his power in Hollywood. Now, back in June, Derek Dixon, who appeared in what was that movie, The Oval, and uh, Ruthless, he filed a separate lawsuit alleging, you know, that Perry had pinned him up against a wall and was groping on him and all this other stuff. Now, Dixon's case, initially filed back in California, has since been moved to federal court in Georgia. So we're gonna see how this go. Now, with Mario saying, you know, that he's learned about Dixon's allegations, and that's what helped him or prompted him to move forward. He's, you know, he's just basically saying that, look, it's not an isolated situation. I seen a boy doing it. I see that I'm not the only victim, so now I'm about to go get my money too. So I can't. I'm not knocking it. I mean, I'm not knocking it. If it happened to him, it happened to him. Now, it's important to note that all allegations remain, you know, claims in civil court and have not been proven. Now, Tyler denies wrongdoing, and no court has ruled on, you know, the merits of the case either way. So nothing has happened. As the cases move forward, they are likely to place, you know, more scrutiny on power dynamics in Hollywood and how allegations against, you know, influential figures are handled. But now, Tyler faces serious allegations and an escalating legal battle that could have major impacts for his legacy and his business empire. And so I just hope that, you know, if this is true, then they need to do what they need to do legally, you know, outside of civil court. Take it, you know, like if it happened, take him to court. You know, you ain't gotta fight every battle in the public side. Go take him to court. And then it's just easier to win a civil suit, right? Like if you just take him to court, then they could just win you the civil suit. Cause we gonna be like, well, damn, he in jail. You know, like Diddy. Like when they start suing Diddy civilly, then okay, because he was convicted. Well, I don't know if they're gonna sue him civilly. Do they? I think they do have a couple. Yeah, they got like 15 or 16 civil type suits going on. Whew, it's a hard day. When them, what they say? when it's time to collect, when the people come to collect, got to be more careful. Okay, so now let's move on to Mendeecees. I really don't know why people surprised. We already knew that they weren't married. I mean, I guess, just to get the confirmation, because Yandy would have held on to that lie, couldn't hold on to nothing else. Now, y'all know Yandy and Mendeecees, they split after he, admitted that they are no longer legally married, right? Now, one of the most talked about relationships in love and hip hop history just took a stunning turn. Because y'all know back in May of 2015, fans watched as Yandy and Mendeecees exchanged vows during a lavish live television wedding special on VH1. At the time, the moment was filmed as a fairy tale ending for one of the franchise's most prominent couples, right? Now, nearly a decade later, Mendeecees is revealing that the story was never what fans thought it was. During a recent interview with Young Jock on the Streets Morning Takeover, Mendeecees confirmed that he and Yandy have officially broken up, but that was not even the biggest shock, right? Mendeecees went on to admit that despite the television ceremony, he and Yandy were never legally married. Yes, the wedding millions watched was not legally binding. The truth behind the, VH1 wedding was that for years fans assumed that the couple, on-screen wedding meant paperwork was filed and vows were official. But according to Mendeecees, that was not the case. Now, when he did not go into, he didn't go like into detail about why they never made it legal, but the revelation has fans questioning about, how much of their relationship storyline was real versus, reality production. Now, the admission immediately reignited debates online about, reality TV weddings and what viewers are actually watching versus, what they are seeing. Now, as if the breakup and marriage revelation wasn't enough, Mendeecees also addressed long-standing rumors that he cheated on Yandy. He confirmed allegations that he was involved with Tamar, adding another layer of mess to an already complicated situation. Now, those rumors have circulated for years, but were never fully addressed until now, making the timing especially painful for fans who believe that Yandy stood by Mendeecees through his hardest moments. Now, social media lit up almost instantly after the interview aired. Many fans expressed, outrage, saying Yandy was publicly embarrassed after holding Mendeecees down through, the legal troubles and the incarceration and all that other stuff, right? And then others questioned whether the truth about their marriage took, so long. Well, why it took so long to come out. Now, some viewers even call the situation one of the biggest reality show deceptions in VH1 history. Now, Yandy, she did post on her, I think it was Twitter, on her Instagram, and she said, "Now I finally understand the difference between people who love me, people who love to be around me, and people who love what I can do for them." Well, about time at your big grown age. Now, at this point, Yandy has not publicly responded to Mendeecees' comments. The couple shared children, in a long, deeply intertwined history that played out, over the years on TV, right? Now, what is clear is that the relationship chapter has officially closed. A wedding millions watched, a marriage that never legally existed, and a breakup that fans are just now learning about. It's just too much. But and here's the thing. I don't disagree. Listen, Yandy didn't. Let me see if I can play y'all the video. Then I'm gonna give y'all my comments in a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I got the video because I thought I had it up. All right, holla, 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 holla. Okay.
A lot of people don't really know how to take, the rumors that were starting to circulate about you in the streets because it was like, dang, if she held him down.
So even if me and Yandy decide to break up, it's no one business but our household. Right? So if you see me acting inappropriate, it's appropriate for me. Maybe not for you because I'm sorry you was in the group chat when we decided that. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm sorry you was in our bedroom when we had this conversation, and we and that's the problem because a lot of times these rumors we so private that we sit back and we laugh at it, and it doesn't affect us like the way it affects the public. People be like, "Oh, y'all should be more transparent. Let us know." Yeah, we gotta figure out how to let our children know.
Right, exactly.
What's the status of you and Yandy right now?
Oh, we not together.
Y'all not together. So y'all getting a divorce?
Well, we never was like legally married, so I don't know what divorce. Like.
So the rumors are true that y'all was never, y'all just did it for TV.
Listen, nah, I didn't do it for TV. I think, listen, it was Yandy's idea, right? Because in the beginning we had I was going through legal battles with courts and fines, and she said, "Let's not sign the papers," and I was like, "All right, cool," and then I guess it kind of just stayed that way. Then we got married again, and then we still ain't.
Yeah, I was at one though.
Yeah, you said. Yeah,
I was there. I had a good time.
I was shocked.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. That was like
Yes, I remember the special.
Yeah, listen. But you gotta think about it, right? If I look back now, I see what people going through divorce with assets and stuff like that.
You escaped.
I'm going through. Listen, we don't gotta go through none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
You won.
it kind of worked out.
How long have y'all been split? And how was the split? What was the coping?
So I've known Yandy for like 20 years, right? So right now we've been probably split up for over a year. 20 years, you don't. It's like that person helped change you who you are today.
Yeah.
You grew up. I'm matured in so many ways. Messing with Yandy, I wouldn't be the man who I am today if it wasn't for her.
That's a beautiful thing to say.
So, she made me look at family different. She's made me look at life different. If I show you how closed off I was, I wouldn't be even sitting here having this conversation. So, it's just unfortunate that, after time, we couldn't just get on the same page.
He just got up there and just spit his poor little heart out, didn't he? Just pulled his little heart out. But the idea that he was dating Tamar? I mean, come on, Tamar. We can do better than that, can't we? Mm. I guess, well, y'all heard it from the horse's mouth. But I will say that Yandy did make a smart move by not turning those papers in, because remember, outside of him having to go to court for like drug charges or something, he had a whole bunch of baby mama drama, and she would have been, as his wife, responsible for helping them girls out. Them girls would have been coming for Yandy and her money, and no bueno, no bueno, no bueno at all. Y'all ain't know I knew Spanish, huh? Just a little bit. But yeah, she did the right thing. But it was all a lie. It was all a lie. And this was not set up by Ty. Now let's see who else. Okay. I know. Now we're gonna talk about Mr. Stefon Diggs. That man is fine. I don't know. I'm not upset at Cardi. I mean, listen. Sometimes you just like ghetto. Ain't nothing wrong with enjoying ghetto. I like a little ghetto here and there. Well, not no more, but you get what I'm saying. When I felt like being bothered, that's what I like to be bothered by. It's different levels of ghetto. You got to know it to understand it. But anyway, now y'all know Stefon. Y'all probably don't know. But anyway, yeah, he chose to spend Christmas with his other baby moms and children. So Cardi B, she. So you don't really know if Cardi B really was upset about it. Like, she posted the comment, but it's kind of like you knew what you was getting into. So I don't know if you really upset about it, or you just kind of like playing it off because like the public. You get what I'm saying? Like, you really don't care, because it's like, I totally understand. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it could have been her idea, and she just, well, for whatever reasons, right? So anyway, but people are speculating that Cardi's upset after Stefon spent time with his other baby moms and his kids or whatever. And I feel like she could have just went on over there. I thought she said that they could all be one happy family. I mean, he fine too. And I mean, they all get along. Like all the girls look similar. And I mean, I could see him doing threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes and all that. I think I seen something where they was talking allegedly, but they were saying like they be going down and he got a particular type. Like all the girls somewhat look like each other in a sense, you know, Dominican-ish, Cardi B-ish, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever. But anyway, but the Christmas drama is spilling all over social media, and this one has fans picking sides in a sense. Now, according to online chatter, Cardi B was visibly upset after learning that her baby daddy chose to spend Christmas Day with another woman he always, has always had a thing with, and they just had a baby. So this was one of the long term girls. You get what I'm saying? Cardi was a short term baby mama. He got long term baby mamas. They said it's another girl who he got her name tatted on him that he paid all the bills for. I'm talking about, I think they say he split bills with Cardi. Like, they supposed to be getting a house together, so they're gonna like go half on that and all that. Like, so he split bills with some and he fully take care of others. Mm, mm. Ladies, if you know, you know. And yes, the internet notices everything, child. Now, sources and social media. Ooh, child, that mimosa got me gone. Posts suggest that Stefon had a decision to make, and for this holiday, he decided to hang out with the kids. He didn't want, he wasn't with Cardi. He reportedly chose to celebrate with his other child's baby mother. Now, Stefan has added fuel to the fire by posting photos from the celebration, including pictures with his other newborn, making it clear where he spent the holidays. Now, fans immediately started the connection. Now, listen, that baby is absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. I. So anyway, so shortly after he posted the photo with him and this little boy in his hand, Cardi appeared to respond on her Twitter with the post that's going across the screen right now that said, yeah. So she posted that, and fans, of course, clearly just said that it sounded like, she was frustrated and hurt. While she did not name Stefan directly, the timing and tone made it obvious who the message, was about. Now, followers flooded her mentions with support, while others debated whether she should have, expected anything different given the situation. Either way, Cardi didn't, look too amused, so it is what it is. Now, according to the online narratives, now here's the thing that got me. Both Cardi and the other women, were pregnant around the same time, creating, this complication, right? So some people saying that Cardi knew about the girl and the girl knew about her, and that they had kind of licked and locked in at one point in time. I don't know. Allegations, allegations. I'm just saying, this is what they saying. Now, the fact that Christmas amplified it, or well, magnified the whole situation, fans are pointing out that the holidays are already sensitive when kids and co-parenting are involved, and seeing Stefan publicly celebrate with one family while excluding the other, some people thought that there was kind of a sting. I didn't really see it that way. She has three other kids with a whole nother man. So you get what I'm saying? Like she still gotta think about them kids, right? But as expected, social media, they did their thing. Some fans, they sided with Cardi, saying it was disrespectful for Stefan to publicly post one family while leaving Cardi at home alone for Christmas. What do the lonely do at Christmas? They post, go online, I guess. Others argue that Stefan has multiple children and relationships to navigate, and that someone was going to be disappointed anyway. Somebody was going to be disappointed anyway. Like it really didn't matter because he got like what 5 or 6 baby mamas. Somebody wasn't going to be happy. Now, still, many agree that posting the photos was unnecessary and he could avoid doing that. I don't agree with that. I feel like it's his post. He could do whatever he want. If he wouldn't have posted any pictures, and people would have been talking about how he a deadbeat, he ain't hanging with a churn. He could at least select one on. He probably was with some new future baby mama and all this other stuff. Not future's baby mama, but a future baby mama. But yeah, I don't disagree. You look, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So you just do what you want, right? Now, Stefon has not addressed the situation directly, which I don't understand what he would be addressing to who. And he has not responded to Cardi B's tweet or explained his holiday choice. I don't know who he should be explaining it to. Cardi knew what she was signing up for. So you can't. I remember I met this guy and not met him like out in the street. Like we were in this training program together, and like we would have to do these different courses and stuff. And then they flew us out to Virginia, and so we had met up, like not met up to talk, but like we all was in this training course out there, or whatever. It was like a 2 year program, but anyway, it was fun too. But anyway, it's like this executive career field type thing, like a TCF program. So anyway, he was real cool, and I remember we was having a conversation. Like I wasn't into him because he was well older than me, and he was heavier than I like my guys to be. So it just was a no and a no. So no. But anyway, so I remember I was talking with him, and he had told me about how he, in his latter years, he had owned a strip club, and he had owned a strip club for a few years, and this and the third, and that's where he predominantly got his kids from because he was, testing the product, right? And I was like, "Well, how many kids you got?" And I think it was like 13 or 14 kids, and I was like, "God damn!" And he was just like, "Oh, you don't like kids?" And I was like, this ain't personal. I don't have a problem with kids, but that's ridiculous." You get what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Ugh. Like, you gotta ease that on to somebody. I don't know too many girls who look. I got things to do, and 13 kids. You gotta think. You got 13 miles before you, plus his mama, plus I ain't. That's a long ass line. I ain't got time to stand in it. You hear me? I just don't have the time. All right. So now let's talk about oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Kim Zolciak, baby. What in the just don't know what's going on in the world. Just don't know. I mean, come on now. It just ain't a good day for Miss Kim Zolciak. So yeah, Miss Kim is facing a mountain financial pressure just as the holidays hit. Yeah, this happened this was reported the day after Christmas. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta star has been hit with a new six-figure tax lien, pushing her total debt to the IRS past $1.3 million. Ooh, ooh. Now, on December 11th, the IRS, known as the Internal Revenue Services, filed a lien against Kim Zolciak for unpaid taxes spanning 3 different years. The filing alleges she owes more than 163,000 combined for 2019, 2023, and 2024. What the hell was she doing in 2023 and 2024? Now, the lien lists Zodiac's current residence, a six-bedroom home in Georgia valued at roughly 1.3 million. Well, are they trying to take it? I don't know. Now, the latest development comes in her ongoing divorce from her, from Corey, right? Now, the estranged couple sold their sprawling mansion earlier this year after it was it was foreclosed on. Now, accepting a 2.75 million, that's not bad. After a steep price reduction, Kim has been hit with a separate IRS lien totaling $200,000. Now, the former couple already shares a larger unresolved federal tax lien from 2023, accusing them of owing, damn, more than 1.1 million in back taxes. Dang, that's crazy. Just pay your taxes, people. Now, Kim's personal tax debt is now 1.311638. They done broke it all the way down. That lady owe 1,311,638. At least I ain't put no change on it. And as the financial fallout continues, the exes remain locked into this contentious divorce, which Troy accused Kim of withholding financial records. Now she has denied these claims or whatever, right? Now, Kim's money troubles hit close to home after her daughter, what's her name, Ariel, publicly claimed that her mom had, took all her money. She borrowed Peter to PayPal and never paid that girl back. So yeah, the girl said she still ain't been paid. Now, the daughter shocked viewers during that season of what was it, Next Gen New York, when she had revealed that Kim, had painfully ran through all her childhood her earnings, right? And Ariel shared that she made quite a bit of money from like her brand deals as a young girl, but never received any of the money. Now, unfortunately, she said in the confessional, my parents took my money. She said nobody was honest. There was no transparency. I don't even know how much money I made or where it actually went. So that was very sad. Now Brielle paid an electric bill here and there. This is what Kim said when she went on Watch What Happens Live. So she was just like, I have to be so careful, guys. I was left with nothing, so I had to fight I had to fight it out. And she fought it out with that girl money. So that poor baby, she got a I'm glad my mama ain't never had no light bill in my name. You get what I'm saying? She might have struggled, but she ain't struggled that bad. I don't ever recall seeing no bill or nothing like that put in my name or one of my brother's names or anything like that. She held it up. She's a proud black woman. hmm But yeah, Kim just ain't been the same ever since she left the show. Mm. That's a damn shame. Now, see, if she would have bought one of them houses in that poor area that Candy was staying in, she could probably still have a house. But no, she don't want to do that. She don't want to live in a black area. Remember when she got? I wonder what's going on with Sweetie. Y'all remember Sweetie? I wonder what happened to Sweetie. Like what she's doing. I think I might look her up on like Instagram or TikTok or something. Cause she's probably still out and about. I wonder if she got married and moved on. I was watching on New York Housewives because y'all know I had kind of was trying to catch up with that because I could like do stuff and had that playing in the background. And you know, I I I think I stopped at I think I'm at season 11, right? I think I'm at like the season that the girl Tinsley, like I think she leaves mid season. So I think I'm on there because I think she was only on there for like 3 seasons. But my point of this is, if you've seen New York Housewives and you remember Tinsley, and it's like how Tinsley came on there, you could tell like Tinsley's goal. Tinsley's one of them girls that she need a man, and once she get a man, she's locked in. Cause she ended up leaving the show to go to Chicago for Scott. I think that was his name, Scott. But then they ended up breaking up. She met another guy, and she married him, and now they live in Georgia. But she never had any kids, but he had kids, so she's like a stepmom to like his 3 kids or something like that. And I was like, how dreadful. You know what I mean? Like you let one incident what happened where you got locked up by the police and then bam, like you know? And then like all them women, like when I don't know, I just watched that housewife stuff and it's just like, oh my God, all them women are just desperate and pathetic. You get what I'm saying? Just pick Misha's. You got 1, 2 men that's going through all the women. Luann married one of them. Sonya just heartbreaking behind both of them. Ramona just don't care. Like it's like the circle is so small, and it's like these old chicks is just a mess. But I like it. Imma finish watching it though, cause I got like 2 more I think but like 2 or 3 more seasons because I wanna watch it till the black girl come on, cause I think that was the last season, and then Imma do like my leg into that, cause I don't know what happened, cause it doesn't seem like Ramona had an issue with the girl, but then I read something that Ramona had used the N word, but she didn't say the word, she said like literally N and then word, but she didn't say the word. So I don't know. I'll keep y'all updated. But yeah, let's move on to Lizzo. What Tyrese said, "Oh my Sheila, oh my Sheila, or Shella, or Shallow." I don't remember. Anyway, so y'all remember when Lizzo had that thing going on with the girls, and they was talking all that crazy stuff about Lizzo was making them do the freak stuff with the bananas and the clubs in Paris and all this other stuff. Now Lizzo is sounding the alarm off. Okay, now she is, I guess, in this stage where she's, you know what? I appreciate anybody who has clout, who is willing to step into this political drama, right? But anyway, So Lizzo is sounding off over celebrity politics, right? After Nicki Minaj sat down with MAGA and aligned herself with, Erykah Kurt. Here's what she said, end quote. I'm getting texts about Nicki, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not even, like, I don't even know. Then I search, do my research, and I saw what was going on. This is what she said. I'm just trying, I don't know. Maybe this is how she talking. I don't know. I'm just trying to give it to you how I think she would have said it. Now, when Lizzo stopped, short of directly criticizing Nicki Minaj, she dismissed celebrity takes altogether. She said, end quote, celebrities, end quote, opinions of other celebrities do not matter. My opinion of her does not matter, right? Instead, Lizzo warned fans to, brace themselves to what she described as there will be many more celebrities stepping forward to take the bag in exchange for access. Oh, now that's something deep. Now let me let y'all hear this.
So I'm getting texts like about Nikki, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know. Then, I researched and saw what was going on, and I'm gonna say it like this: celebrities' opinions of other celebrities does not matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. So my opinion of her does not matter. But what I will tell you is you're about to see an influx of people who see that it is more profitable and more beneficial to join that side. You're going to see it. It already started, and it's going to continue. This is his first year. This is Trump's first year as president. We got 3 more years of people who are going to surprise you. And it's going to hurt your feelings and it's going to disappoint you. And you have to know that, like, there's money behind everything. There are privileges behind every move people in these positions make. And I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. I am not surprised either. You know, people don't care if you're uncomfortable. They just don't want to be uncomfortable. They just don't want to be uncomfortable. And Beyonce, don't come for me, Beehive, but Beyonce was hobnobbing with Jarek and Ivanka. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that your girl is above it. Like Lizzo said, no one is above it because at the end of the day, you either gonna be on. You know, them people say that if you ain't on their side, you a sympathizer, and you gotta off with the sympathizers. I don't know how y'all take that, but that sound kind of nuts. I don't agree with you, so I gotta die. You get what I'm saying? You can't just leave me alone. I just don't understand how people just have nothing else but hate in their heart. You just wake up angry and hateful. You just go to bed angry and hateful. Like Pinky in the Brain, just wake up thinking about how you could rule the world and make and hurt other people. Like, why? You get what I'm saying? You hijack good things and turn them into bad. You know? Like the man said, you knew a Jew back in the day by the writings. You could tell a Jew back in the day because not because of what they wore, but because blacks were Jews. That's how you could tell who were the Jews, right? Because hey, I could tell that's a Jew from a mile away because he's black. I can't tell a Christian or a Protestant or a what is it, Protestant? Protestant? Yeah, I can't tell them at a distance. They're white people, right? I don't know. But a Jew, if we're gonna say all Jews are black, then I can see a Jew a mile away. There's a Jew, there's a Jew, there's a Jew. And I think people just hijack. People really hijack things. It's like rap. Rap was good. Then you had certain people come along, saw the monetary value in it. They hijacked it. And look what they did. They turned it into nothing but pedos and sexual offenders and women that really have low self-esteem that want to be surrounded by pedos and people that SA folks. You get what I'm saying? Like people hijack. That's why, you know, if you starting a business or you have a business, just try to stay as humble and close to the essence as possible. You know, like I pray that I never leave my humbleness. I never want to leave my humbleness. I like being humble. I like talking to my sister or one of my sisters because I got quite a few of them. But I like talking to my sisters and saying something to them. And this mother, I remember one time I was talking to my sister, and she said something to me, and when I tell you, it hurt my feelings, and I laughed so hard I can't even remember. It'll come to me, but oh God, I can't even remember. I can't even remember. It'll come to me later on. But the fact of the matter is, it's good to have people around you who could tell you, like f off, or and you don't take it to heart or whatnot. But I am not going to be surprised at what comes out over the next 3 years. I just hope that we can get out of the next 3 years safely because, yeah, I did see that message where he was saying that we might not ever have another Merry Christmas again. So I don't understand why this man is so hell bent on ruining people's lives. I mean, I get it, but didn't he kind of create the problems that he has? But whatever. I don't know. Let's just hope we can make it through this because it just seemed like if America go down, it's not going to be a safe place in the world to go to. And I mean, do we really want 1,000 years of darkness? Because that's what they say. If America falls, it's going to be 1,000 years of darkness. We're going to really be relying on China and Russia to conquer because, oh my God, I never thought I'd see the day. But we're going to move on to, what's this, Tyrese? What did Tyrese call? Shayla? Yeah, he's like, my Shayla. My Shayla. I just be so sick of Tyrese. But anytime a woman succeed in life, I'm here for it. I am. I'm here for it. Anytime. He gut punched that ass. So Tyrese is finally closing a painful chapter, and he is very he's he's being honest. He's being honest about what it cost him. Okay. So sometimes you could be happy and sad about it. Cause I know he moved on with that other female, the younger lady. She seemed, not saying she's not age appropriate, but I think she's like in her late 20s, early 30s. He's like in his mid 40s. So I guess. But yeah, so he's moved on. So I guess it could be a bittersweet case arrive, right? Now on Friday, Tyrese, um, this was on the 26th, right? So on Friday, Tyrese shared a long and emotional Instagram post revealing what he claims is the final financial toll of his divorce from his ex, Samantha Gibson. Now, according to Tyrese, the legal battle drained him both emotionally and financially, and we seen the emotional boy child. Now, in the post, Tyrese said he spent almost $2 million on legal fees during what he described as one of the most emotional, draining seasons of his life. He also claims that beyond the courtroom costs, the divorce came with even healthier prices. Tyrese allegedly alleged that he endured nearly $50 million worth of public scrutiny, PR damage, and reputation attacks, all tied to the highly public and contentious divorce and child support battles that played out in front of the world. Now, I don't understand that. $50 million worth of public scrutiny? $50 million worth of public scrutiny. I mean, if he wouldn't have said nothing, or if okay, I don't even understand. How did you even come to that price? Is that how much you spent for damage control? Or reputation? I don't understand. I don't get what that's $50 million worth of public scrutiny. I don't understand how you put a value on that. I wasn't buying anything from Tyrese before his divorce, during his divorce, after his divorce. I ain't never bought nothing from Tyrese. I've watched a movie, but I ain't never go and pay for the ticket. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how he came up to that number, but that just sounds like cap. Anyway, now, Tyrese confirmed that the divorce has now been officially finalized, bringing an end to years of legal disputes that stretched far longer than the marriage itself, right? Now, Tyrese and Samantha, they were married in 2017 and filed for divorce in 2020. While the relationship ended years ago, the financial and legal dispute continued up until this year. Now, the former couple shares a daughter who has often been, the center of the court proceedings, right? Now, here's my thing. He was the one that was going online crying and snotting and tear, flower throwing and all this other stuff, tear jerking and all that. We didn't care. It was entertaining because he brought it. I don't know. Now with the divorce now behind Tyrese, he's saying that he's ready to move forward. I thought he was ready to move forward when he got him a girlfriend, but who am I? Who am I? He revealed, plans to celebrate his birthday and the New Year's in Turk and Caicos, announcing a major white party celebration. Mm. He trying to take over the new Diddy thing. Okay. First stop. This is what he posted. First stop: Turks and Caicos birthday and New Year's 2026. Capricorn season birthday December 30th in New York Eve. New York Eve, because that's I get NYE 2026 birthday celebration, legendary white party, all caps, legendary white party. Child, I would leave white and party not together. I would leave it alone. I couldn't do it. Now in classic Tyrese fashion, he added that despite his lawyers circling, he protected his finances and faith. I'm walking proof that the cup still runneth over. That's what he said. Tyrese has never been shy about discussing how deeply the divorce affected him. Last year, during an interview with Angela Yee on the Lip Service podcast, Tyrese admitted that the breakup, it was hard on him. It really hurt him deeply, is what he was saying. Now, for Tyrese, the divorce was, not just about money. It was about trust. He felt publicly humiliated and emotionally, he felt like he was an emotional survivor, right? Now that the legal fight is finally over, he appears to focus on his healing, celebrating life, and protecting his peace. Whether fans agree with his perspective or not, one thing is clear: the divorce cost Tyrese far more than most people could ever imagine. I don't believe this $50 million. I don't know. I just think that that's just some random ass number he threw out there. $50 million. What do you 50 what? You lost some deals or something? I do want to know how much she got though. Like I want to know how much child support. Because remember he wasn't paying her child support, and then like the judge had put out a warrant for his arrest, and he got locked up, and he had to pay her like child Tyrese any any drama that you had with this lady. Yeah, you brought that on yourself because yeah, you was refusing to pay this woman. Don't let's not forget. You damn near what you was ready to go to jail and did because you didn't want to pay this woman. So stop it. Stop with the shenanigans. But y'all know who I love, how she has transitioned her life. I said who how she has transitioned her life, Blac Chyna. So we gotta talk about Blac Chyna. So let's get into her. I don't know. I like Blac Chyna. I think Blac Chyna, what she did with her life and how the culture, how she's able to show how she can move the culture. And you gotta appreciate somebody who know they influence and who can do it, right? Now, Blac Chyna and Rob, they ended their reconciliation talks. This is what people are saying. I just think that they were just trying to make sure that they have a good co-parenting relationship publicly. I don't know. Now, Blac Chyna and Rob, they said that they're gonna put a pause on any ideas of them getting back together. I don't think that there was ever any ideas. I think they just wanted to see if fans actually gave a damn, and the buzz wasn't there, so they was like, let's just go ahead on and let it go. You get what I'm saying? Because remember, it was more the whole thing with them even getting together. It was like just the media frenzy, but like, don't nobody care. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't know you look. We don't want to recycle this type of garbage. Anyway, so different reports are what different outlets are reporting, but I'm taking this from media takeout. They learned that Blac Chyna and Rob are no longer working towards their reconciliation after months of quietly trying to build their relationship. I just don't see it. I just don't. Like it's the water has run dry, right? We know each other. So the water has run dry. According to someone close to China, she has made the final decision to go ahead on and just walk away. Basically saying that they basically said that she said that it was draining. He was draining. He does seem kind of draining, doesn't he? Like it's like, oh my God. Like he called you and it's just like, oh my God, what does he want? You get what I'm saying? You ever had somebody like that? I had somebody like that. I was dating this guy, and it got to the point where I just didn't even like him calling my phone because he was just so draining. It's just like he just was so needy. And not about, especially independent people, you don't really want somebody that's just like needy. Like, I mean, needy in a sense where, like, let's say you get, like 240 hours a year. That's your, your holiday time, your annual leave or whatever. Like, this dude will be them planned up the whole damn time, and you don't even know about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh well, I know you're gonna take time off and this time, so I already got this trip planned out. And don't get me wrong, what girl doesn't like for a guy to, plan a trip and, everything is just taken care of. All you just need to do is just show up. You get what I'm saying? Just everything catered to you, just beautiful locations, beautiful view, beautiful room, because he just want to make sure that you ain't got no complaints. But still was so fucking, just so needy though. Like, oh my God, I couldn't deal with it. Too needy. It was just too goddamn needy. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so close to China are saying that the main reason that she decided to step away is just because the relationship was just emotionally exhausting. The source is saying that she felt like the situation was draining her. She gave it real thought, but she realized that it just couldn't be fixed. While there was genuine effort on both sides, um, China ultimately decided that, revisiting the past was costing, her more peace than it was giving hope, right? Ladies, keep that in mind, right? Now, rumors of a reconciliation began swirling around October after China, who goes now by her birth name, Angela White, tagged Rob in an Instagram post that was captioned, "This love is forever." And then Rob liked the picture, which immediately had fans speculating, right? Now, China added more fuel to the fire during a public appearance shortly afterwards, where she said that the two were healing and communicating, and even referred to Rob as her person. And many fans were interpreting that, as like confirmation that the former couple were, on a clear pathway toward getting back together or whatever. Now, given that history, the idea of a reunion felt shocking. And some people actually felt hopeful. I didn't. I didn't really give a damn, tell you the truth. Now, that hope has often, but that hope has officially been shut down. Like, often I think that people just see what they want to see. They're like, oh, they look so cute together. But they were really toxic. Do y'all not remember he was saying like she choked him with a card and all this other stuff? And y'all seen they had their TV show, what, for like a season and a half, and that was kind of volatile. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, I'd rather them not be together. Just be great co-parents. But y'all don't have to be together. Because I don't know who had the hope. I didn't hope they got back together. I thought it was perfect that, the family treats Dream as if she's one of them, because she is. She the only Kardashian. But I loved how they're always together, and she's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what you want. China did it. We know the pettiness behind everything that happened, but it's a child here, so let's just move on, right? I don't really be seeing that other little boy she got. The one she got with Tiger, the little cute little old, I think his name King or something, but he's a cute little old handsome self. But anyway, so yeah. So China has since clarified her relationship status, confirming that she is currently single and not romantically involved with anybody. That's including Rob. While the two have grown closer and more respectful towards each other, she made it clear that they are no longer pursuing a romantic, future together. Now, it's, despite, ending the reconciliation talks, China and Rob are in a much better place than they were years ago, which is great. That's what really matters, right? Now, the former couple shares a daughter, Dream, who is now 9. Oh my gosh, she's 9? Oh. And according to China, their co-parenting relationship is 100% amazing and peaceful, which is all that matters. This is a major shift from the past, which included, them fighting the custody battle, the defamation lawsuit, then a reality show got canceled. I mean, today sources say that they communicate well, they support each other as parents, and they prioritize Dream's well-being above anything else. While there's no bad blood inside of stress, that doesn't mean that they're romantic. They friendly with each other, but ain't nothing going down. Now, China's decision appears rooted in growth and self protection rather than anger, right? She reportedly feels proud of how far they have come as co-parents, which is great. And she doesn't want anything to reopen any wounds that can take them back. You get what I'm saying? Which is very smart. That's great healing. Now, for fans hoping for a fairy tale ending, y'all need to grow the hell up. China and Rob are not getting back together, but they are doing something that is what's more important. They're focusing on their daughter and making sure that she keep peace around. That's what matters. Anybody that want them two to get back together need to go suck on a lemon. And while they sucking on that lemon, I guess we could talk about Masika. Child, child. So Masika, y'all remember Masika, right? Now the brief romance between Hood Trophy Bino and Masika has come to an abrupt end. Now, y'all know just weeks ago, after confirming that they were seeing each other, Bino says the relationship is over. Yeah, he did. And claims finances played a major role in the split. Are y'all shocked? Are y'all shocked? I'm shocked, right? Now he was speaking with TMZ. The LA rapper said he is now single and accused Masika of pursuing him for money. Now, I'm gonna let y'all play this out. I'm gonna let y'all play this, right? But yeah, he went on a little rampage. Now, let me just say this before I let y'all hear. Matter of fact, let me let y'all hear this first. Hold on, I had to put my little glass down. Hold on, let me let y'all hear this.
How are things going with you and Masika? Are you guys still going strong?
She's a gold digger.
Oh,
I was playing. I'm single.
you're single. Wait, so what happened between you two? I mean, it looked like you guys were forming something.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My mom always prayed. You feel me? So when things start to go bad, God just like tell me to part my way. You feel me? I started noticing signs and all types of shit.
Oh, okay. Did she have a problem with you? Was it the toe sucking maybe? Like you getting your toe
She didn't want to suck my toes. That was playing. She did.
What's happening between you guys? Like what exactly transpired? What's the toe sucking then?
I mean, she was bad. I was on a toast to her baby. I don't know. Nothing really transpired. It's just what's not going on. I don't like feel like I'm being used and abused. I can't find no good women in this world.
Number two.
All right, now I hate when men say they can't find no good women because that just make me think you want to go get you a good man, and that's fine. But just don't say it's no good women. It's just the women that you've ran into are no good. But yeah, but you can always get a good man. There are good men out there. There are good women out there. I'll never tell you not to try it. Anyway, so Masika, who is 40, is no stranger to public relationships. Y'all know that the former Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star previously dated Fetty Wap, with whom she shares a daughter. More recently, she faced backlash after being linked to Bino, who is 25, due to their 15-year age gap and the timing of her romance following the death of her husband, who passed away at 38. Now, Bino, who's dated, let me see, who has his dating history has been with? Hmm. He dated Christian Rock. And that relationship, only lasted a few weeks. He claimed that he dumped her because she would not remove, blue face tattoo from her face. Um, she says the relationship was all PR though. So I don't know. I don't know. They're just doing anything. Ain't that baby adorable? That is the most adorable little doll. He look like a little doll. He is so cute. Like if I was in the mood to have a kid, I would like stalk Stefon just to have a baby with him. But I'm not his type because I'm not Spanish or Dominican or. I wonder if he got a black baby mama. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to take a look. I'm gonna have to see if he discriminate against black women. Because if he discriminate against black women, then I got a nasty letter I'm gonna write him. Because damn it, how dare you create broken homes only with these women? Don't forget about the black community. Go there and destroy some homes. Go there and create some brokenness. Don't discriminate. Create brokenness anywhere you can, sir. But anyway, um, yeah, I don't really, I didn't think that this was gonna go far anyway. I mean, what else? What does Masika have going on? I mean, I'm not trying to knock her. I'm just asking, like, is she doing like Fashion Nova modeling? Like, does she have any like a company out there or something? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look that up. She tried to do like one of them Drea and Jalen things. Yeah, Everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do it like Dre did it. Everybody can't do it. I think that boy didn't that boy go and get Dre tattooed on his side or something? Like her whole face. She got that boy whipped. But the thing is, you gotta wanna be whipped to get whipped. You get what I'm saying? Like Jalen seemed like the type where he been fantasizing and wanting Drea. So when he got her, she just knew that she could hook him, and then bam, chemistry. You get what I'm saying? Like the man gotta be more into you than you are into him. You gotta damn near treat him like Toya treat Eugene. And that's what Drea gives me, that she treat Jalen like how Toya treats Eugene. I kid you not. My best relationships was when I treated him bad. You get what I'm saying? And I just ended it because I just felt bad because I treated him bad. But not treated him bad to where it was like, oh my God, what are you, like a slave master? But you get what I'm saying? Like I just knew that they were more into me than I were to them. But I still enjoyed them. I still, but it just made it so much easier to walk away. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, ladies, if you don't want to be a sucker for love, then just make sure that he always more into you than you are into him. I mean, still love him, you know what I'm saying? But, don't be no sucker. Because, a sucker will get licked. I'm just saying. Okay, okay, okay. Now let's talk about Amanda Seals claiming Erykah Badu ruined her damn life. Like, yes, Erykah Badu called Tyrone. Amanda Seals is saying that Erykah Badu ruined her whole goddamn life. Now they say Erykah Badu do a lot of things. They say she could conjure up spirits. She can make a blind man see. She can make a crippled man walk. She could get him out the wheelchair, make him run a marathon. And I believe it. I believe it. I believe my soul sister. I always want to go to one of those. You know how she used to do like a birthday fest every year. And I knew this female, and I remember she told me, and I would say she was more of an associate, but she had told me that she go out there, every year, not every year, but she had been out there a couple times, and I was living in a different state, and I was just like, next time you go out there, you need to let me know. And then COVID happened, and you get what I'm saying. So I never got the opportunity to get to go to. I think it was like a birthday bash that she would throw in Dallas, and so it'd be like a annual Erykah Badu fest slash her birthday thing. Like if you from Dallas or you flew out there, then bitch, okay, I ain't never get a chance to with your going places and doing things having ass. But no, I got onto it late, and when I found out about it, it was too late. But anyway, so let's get on in here to what Amanda Seals is saying about Erykah Badu, and I don't really know if I will be talking about Miss Erykah Badu because yeah, she go in there and light a candle on your ass. Okay, so Amanda Seals is revisiting a career moment. She said, "Hold on, I gotta fix these headphones because it's kind of hurting my ears a little bit because of the noise." Right? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so she's saying that she says she still stings. Right? She still stings about this moment. During a Christmas Eve live stream, the actress and comedian claimed a misunderstanding or a misunderstood comment about Erykah Badu led to her being dropped from a television writing gig, right? Now, here's what happened. So now, this is what she said, end quote. Erykah got me fired from a job. Erykah Badu got me fired from a writing gig. According to Amanda, the show was run by Erica's then boyfriend, whom she did not name, but fans speculate that it could be Carl Jones, former producer of The Boondocks and Black Dynamite. So she said that Seal said the issue stemmed from a private conversation about how difficult it could be for agents to manage Badu. She said in quote that these agents don't understand crazy. Sears recalls saying this don't, understand that we're not your regular degular. She insists the remark was not meant as as an insult, but saying that, it was taken as disrespect. Not long after, Sears said she was quietly removed from the project. The situation later led to what she described as a strange exchange with Badu herself. She said, in quote, out of the blue, I got a text from her saying, "Oh, I didn't know you were a comedian or a comedy writer." And so Sia said that she was surprised. that Erykah had sent her a message. Now, child, let me tell you something. It's some things that you do and you don't do. If you I don't, sometimes, yeah, perception and perceiving, right? Sometimes you can say something and you don't mean it to come across one way, but it is interpreted as something else. Now, to make it seem as though Erykah is difficult to manage, that is something that, remember, Monique Monique is still on a 10, 15, 20 year Tyler Perry Oprah tirade about them saying that she was difficult to work with and how she has lost money because of that. So that's not a big deal to say that. Like, that really is a big deal to say that someone is difficult to work with. Because if I'm, hiring for something and I hear word that someone is difficult to work with, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, well, let me see to just check because I don't know. No, 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 no. You said they're difficult to work with? I ain't about to work with the people. It's just what it is, It's just what it is. So I think that yeah, and her putting this out there, I don't see where she's apologizing. I don't see where any of that. But let's see what she say. Now this better go straight to it. If it don't go straight to it, I'm gonna cut it off.
What are your thoughts? Okay, so Hema says it's state-run media. Distract and manipulate is key. Someone said Erykah Badu and Amanda Seales sharing the stage. The last time I saw Erykah, she was cool, but many, many times in the past, she was not cool. So she did my homegirl dirty. And actually, wait, no. The last time I saw Erykah got me fired from a job. What am I saying? Erykah got me fired from a job. Erykah Badu got me fired from a writing gig. Yes. Her, and I know this is going to make it onto the internet. Her man was the head writer of the show that I was writing on. Her man was a writer, and we were talking one evening about a myriad of things. And he was saying how, her agents had a difficult time understanding her. And I said, well, she's crazy. And he was like, well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, well, she's crazy. I mean, like, these agents don't understand crazy. They don't understand that, like, we're not your regular. So why would they understand her? And he, I guess, took that as, like, me disrespecting her. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of it as I'm talking about myself. And so he told her. And I guess, and then out the blue, I got a text from her saying, oh, I didn't know you were a writer. I didn't know you were a comedy writer. But I was like, surprise. And literally, and like we had this like weird conversation where she was kind of just like letting me know that she knew that I was working on the show with her man. Which like I've never wanted any of Erykah Badu's men. That was how we actually met. We met because her and Jay Electronica. We met because Jay Electronica and I were talking on Twitter, and she DM'd me and was like, Jay Electronica's my man, and I was just like, I mean, yeah. So I just. So that was all. I just think back, and I was so young. I was still wearing Kangol. But she never had anything to worry about. She had, that's not my vibe. Now, have I unintentionally been with somebody and not known that they had a girl? Yes, that has actually happened. That has absolutely happened. But no, I'm a respectful gal. So I really do. I remember that though, because then like literally like, and let me also add that I can't even say that it was all Erykah that got me fired on that show, because not the head writer, but like the EP of the show, I think that was his title. No, the showrunner of the show was such a prick. I can't even remember his name, but he brought me into his office. He literally brought me into his office just like on my second day and was like, so I just want you to know that I'm the boss here. Excuse me? And I was like, I don't know what's happening right now.
Oh my goodness, she just seems so draining. I love her. I do. I do. But she just seems so draining. Like how you have those friends that could, that drain. I hope I'm not that type of friend to some people where they feel like I'm draining. I try not to be draining. I really do. I really do. I look. I got too much going on to be drained. Yesterday was so draining. My sister and my other sister were going at it with each other, and like it was just horrible. I'm talking about cops got called. I'm talking about it's horrible. I'm in a whole nother state, and I'm just listening to this. I'm listening to. I was washing my wig because I have a how you like your wigs. So I was washing one of my wigs, and then I was gonna curl it on up because right now I got like my hair it's colored and stuff. So I'm not about to put that wig on, but you get what I'm saying. I just want to have it because it's a human. You know what I'm saying? I need to make sure my hair. Anyway, so I just had them on speaker, and I was just washing my wig and spraying my wig and combing my wig out and all that. Child, people be doing too much sometimes. I'm talking about too goddamn much. But yeah, Miss Amanda, I don't know if I would have said all that. I would have just left well enough alone. Like I get that you want to clear the air with Erykah, just like, hey, look, because I see what that was. Just go on and clear the air because she gonna see this clip. So go on and clear the air. I didn't mean it that way, but at the same time and in between time, it still didn't give a good look. So I don't know. I just would have left it alone. I really would have because I'm not about to play with Erykah nor the Baduism. You know what I mean? Okay. Now let's talk about. I love Miss Stacey. Miss Stacey Rusch. She giving them girls hell over there on Housewives of Potomac. I love it. Now, last but surely not least, the hell. Now, y'all know Stacey is zeroing in on one target as the season heats up, and she is not pretending it is anything but personal. In that recent interview, the popular star addressed her ongoing tension with Gizelle Bryant while, calling her pretty and petty and insisting that, in her view, nothing has changed over the years. Now, Stacey went on to say she's the same person, claiming Giselle has not grown despite a decade in the spotlight. Stacey has suggested the shade is strategic, alleging that Giselle thrives on stirring the pot and picking fights. She thinks will play well on camera. Now, I'm going to let y'all hear what Miss Stacey had to say, but Stacey becomes a shady assassin in under 3 minutes. Now, the full video is on Carlos King's YouTube channel, but I'm going to go on and let y'all hear right here.
So was Chris Samuel, did he ever ask you out on a date?
What do you mean?
Did he ever say, hi, I would like to take you out to dinner or drink?
He's never said that, no.
No. Okay.
No. He's never asked me that question, no.
Okay. Have you heard from him recently?
I pride myself on my friendships, so I think that if there are any questions that you want to ask Chris about me, you should probably ask Chris.
That's fair. Can I ask Cookie? Because Cookie knows everything.
Just tell me, what did I do? I showed up in a beautiful dress. I came to support Gizelle and non-existent Robin. How are you not at your own party? Okay, Gizelle just gets away with anything. Giselle gets away with not having a man on the show, then being exposed for dating someone, yet going and filming an entire dating show called The Love Hotel when you're actually dating someone here in the DMV. No one says anything. I'm the only one that says something. Giselle has an event to celebrate her business. Her business partner isn't there, and we just accept that? Really? Giselle says I shouldn't be trusted around husbands or children, and her bestie is out here kissing her friend's son. Really, Giselle? Ugh, I almost threw up in my mouth a little bit when Ashley admitted that. I would have taken that to my grave. Are the pickings so slim? You dating your friend's son? Whew, glad I'm not single. The streets are rough. The streets are rough. Ooh. And I know he's probably in his 20s, but like, come on. Once you're a child of my friend, you're a child forever. What are you doing? Ooh.
Well, I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at all. Now, while Stacey acknowledged Gizelle's place in the franchise, she made it clear she is no longer interested in playing along with what she sees as the same old routine. At this point, I just want to have fun. But she warned that being fun does not mean being quiet. According to Stacey, Gizelle gets away with murder while other castmates are constantly being targeted. And she's not wrong. I don't really know what storyline Gizelle has. She doesn't talk about any. I mean, what is her storyline? I mean, there's nothing gonna go on with that will thing. So that's the fight. I don't really care about that because the lady ain't about to get on the TV. So and if the dad changed the oh, that's just so touchy. I really just don't even want to even see that on TV. And then the daughters are gone. I mean, she doesn't want to talk about. Oh, did you see the Christmas pictures from her ex-husband? So the ex-husband and the new wife, I don't know what her name is, but anyway, they got some Christmas pictures out, and the three daughters are in the pictures, and they look absolutely fabulous. Now my thing is, I think doesn't he have like a son, like a little young 3 or 4 year old son, or 5 year old son? Now that's not good that the pastor not taking care of all his kids or claiming all his kids, because you know what? He just had them daughters in the picture. Where is the other children? Where is the other But the wife looked good. Now the wife is not giving me. Y'all remember how they used to go hard at Megan Good because of what she was wearing, and they would say, "Oh, she's not dressing like a preacher's wife," and all this other stuff. Have y'all seen what that lady, Jamal Bryant wife be wearing? I'm talking about nudity looking. I'm talking about baby. I ain't knocking it. The lady is built like a. You know what I'm saying? She got the BBL special going on. But yeah, baby. It's look, even your own father. Because why he ain't got them other kids in there? I bet if the other kids' moms were, you know, celebrities or Bravo celebrities or ET celebrities, he would have had them in the picture. But because they nobodies in a sense of fame or clout in it, you ain't got them in the picture. But it was cute. It was a cute picture. It was a cute Christmas picture. So I ain't gonna hate on that. But yeah, I done gave y'all enough for today. I think I'm gonna go ahead on and finish my drinking. And matter of fact, y'all know y'all gotta hit a commercial, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. But you know how it is. I love y'all. Before we close, shout out to my followers who hear this every time because you never know who's listening. I'm building a self-parting hair tool so you can part hair clean, straight, and perfectly with no extra hands needed, not even a mirror. Still in patent. I am meeting with manufacturers to scout out, those types of things, but it's real and it's coming. So when it drops, you heard it here first because I'm going to display it here first. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you wander with me, always remember consistency is key, and I'll be back with more. So until then, be easy.